them. The one who had the motive isn't there. Each fellow murders a total stranger, like you do my murder, and I do yours.
We're coming into my station.
For example, your wife, my father. Crisscross.
So that is the script. That is what we have in the scene, in the trailer. It's two people in a train. It's Guy, as you can see him here. That's his name, Guy. Here. And we also have Bruno. So we have two people, and they are not in a restaurant. They are in a train. Now, what do you think Bruno means when he says crisscross? By the way, a crisscross is this.
He means that Guy killed his father and Bruno killed the guy's wife.
That's right. Yes, that's what he means. So they swap. That's the name of the action. Swap or exchange. They swap or they exchange murders. So this is how we have it. Bruno says that he's going to kill Guy's wife, and then Guy is supposed to kill Bruno's father. Now, the reason that Bruno came with the plan is that because they don't know each other, they wouldn't have a motive. So it would be the perfect crime here in the movie. So it says, let's complete the conversation, please. Complete the summary of the conversation. Bruno tells Guy about his idea to swap what?
Murders.
To swap murders or to swap crimes. He could murder, Bruno could murder who?
Murder.
This is Bruno, remember? And he could murder Guy's
wife. Guy's wife.
The name of the wife is Miriam.
Miriam.
Yes. He could murder Miriam, and Guy, in exchange, would murder
Bruno's father.
Bruno's father.
Bruno's father, that's right. They won't be caught because
they are strangers.
They are strangers and they don't have a motive. They don't have motive. That's the reason why they wouldn't be caught. That's it.
Motive.
Motive, yes. Let's see. Let's move on to explain the differences. This is extend your vocabulary, the difference between, can I say and you repeat, stranger?
Stranger.
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 Right? And the other word
Stranger.
is foreigner.
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 Listen, foreigner, foreigner.
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 Yes. We don't pronounce the I. We don't say foray, no. It's foreigner, foreigner.
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 So what is the difference? A stranger, can you please read, Adair?
Stranger. A stranger is someone you don't know. The man who rang the doorbell was a complete stranger.
Very good. Someone that you don't know, correct? Carlos?
I continue, a stranger?
Yes, please. A stranger can.
A stranger can also be a person who doesn't know a place. We are strangers to this area.
Very good. Let's say that you go to China and you don't know China. So you say, I'm a stranger in China because you don't know the area. You don't know the country. Thank you. Then continue, Fatih.
Yes, teacher. Foreigner is somebody from a different country. No many foreigners visit our town. Our town.
That's correct. So a foreigner is just, that's it. When an American comes to Mexico, then the American is a foreigner. When, let's say, Carlos goes to Germany, then Carlos is the foreigner. It's a person that is not from that country. Let's do the exercise. To emphasize, can you read, please, Oswald?
¿En qué parte se quedaron?
To emphasize.
Okay. To emphasize that someone is a person who you don't know at all, you can say a perfect or a total or a complete stranger.
That's right, a complete stranger, someone that you don't know at all, that you have never seen in your life. The next part says, answer the questions. In what situations do you enjoy meeting strangers? How do you usually start a conversation with a complete stranger? When do you not enjoy meeting or talking to strangers? And have you ever visited or lived in a different country? How did it feel to be a foreigner? All right, let's work in pairs, please. Let's talk about, also, let's do Adair and Carlos, please. Can you talk about the first question? In what situations do you enjoy meeting strangers? This is like a Cambridge style conversation. 1 minute, please. Don't stop. This is your topic. In what situations do you enjoy meeting strangers? Conversation, please. So remember, listen, ask, and answer. 1 minute. Again,
Yes.
Dair and Carlos. Go.
Yes,
Okay. You first, bro?
yes, Carlos.
Okay.
And in what situations do you enjoy meeting strangers, Carlos?
Well, maybe when you go to a party and your friends don't go to this house or this party, you can meet somebody and talk and pass a good time. And you?
Yes, me too. I really enjoy meeting new people in Paris, and maybe in different situations like meeting or formal meetings. And I don't know, have you ever meet a special person in a party?
Yeah. Maybe also when you travel to another country and you don't know about the city, maybe you
can meet new people.
Yeah, you can meet the people and you can travel with him.
Yes, and have new friends.
Thank you. That's 1 minute. Thank you. Carlos, there was one question that Adair asked you and you didn't answer. The question was, have you ever met someone special at a party?
Oh yeah, sorry.
It's okay. Just remember, it's okay. Remember, it's not about just giving your opinion. Listen to the other person and answer if they have questions. Thank you very much. Let's continue. Fatih and Oswald, your question is, have you ever visited or lived in a different country? How did it feel to be a foreigner? Please remember, if you have not visited a foreign country, you can talk about a foreign country that you would like to visit, etc. So don't stop speaking. It's a conversation. You have 1 minute. Again, Patty and Oswald, go.
Okay. I want to go to or visit France because I think that a foreign person stay there and feel, or it doesn't. Yeah, no, I don't. Sorry, teacher. I start to think in another language, so I confuse the words. Can you as well start to talk, please?
Okay. Well, I would like to visit the United States, and I would like to visit New York City because I think could be an interesting city, and would like to know how it feels to be a foreign in that country.
How do you feel when you go to another country? What your feelings?
Thank you very much. That is 1 minute. Remember, ask the question and respond, but listen to your partner, because it was just you, Fatih, for the first 30 seconds, and then Oswald. Make it more a conversation. Well, let's try one more time, please. Fatih and Oswald with Oscar. It's the three of you. You have 1.5 minutes to talk about the next question. How do you usually start a conversation with a complete stranger? 1.5 minutes is the three of you, please have a conversation. Listen. Go.
Okay, I start with the question. How do you usually start a the question is for Oscar.
Okay.
How do you usually start a conversation with a completely stranger?
Usually I start a conversation with a strange when I am bored or when I don't know when I hear or something. The form is finding a similarity or a thing in common and only talk about this. And if I don't know when I hear, I think I ask a direction or an ubication. I don't know.
I have a question. Oswald, what did you think the first question is the correct? For question for his name or for his age? No, for his
H.
age, yes.
Well, in my opinion, I think the correct question could be asking for his name or her name, and during the chatting, the talking, you could ask him for his or her age.
Yes, or maybe you can start to talk with another person with a smile. I think that smile is very important to get a confiance with the other person.
Thank you very much. All right, what you did at the end, Fatih and Oswald, that's it. It's a conversation. Oscar, when they ask you a question, give you a short answer, because remember, it's a conversation. You can't speak for a lot of time. Other people need to give their opinions, I'm sorry. Thank
Okay,
you.
sorry.
Yes, thank you very much. We have one more question, please. Carlos and Adair, when do you not enjoy meeting or talking to strangers? 1 minute, same instruction. Carlos and Adair, go.
Okay, hi Carlos. When do you
Hi.
now enjoy meeting or talking to strangers?
Well, and you know, the other day I'm walking to the street, and one man, it's close to me, and he say hi and what's my name and what do you do, and I feel bad and I feel terrible because I don't like it. Um, what about you? Do you have an experience like that?
Yes, Carlos. When, for example, when I have to do some important thing, or maybe, for example, homework, and other people close to me and talking or talking to me, I really don't enjoy talk with her. And I don't know. What about you when you are occupied?
When I was working, when I working,
When you're working?
time's over.
Thank you. That's it. That's the time. Yes, just remember this exercise only gives you a short amount of time, only 1 minute. So you need to speak a little bit faster and say shorter sentences, just to give shorter answers so that you can listen to the other person. Thank you, that was very good. So remember, stranger, a person that you don't know, and foreigner, it's a person from a different country.
Yes.
All right, to move to the next stage is with the grammar that I already presented to you. Read the sentences and complete the rules with the modals may, might, can't, and must. First sentence, please. Can you read, Adair?
Yes. Grammar. Read the sentences and complete the rules with the modals may, might, can't, and must. Okay, Bruno talks about murdering his father. He can't like his father.
Right. So remember, we use can't when we are sure that something is not possible. So it's the same as saying, it's not possible that he likes his father because he wants to murder his father. So that's not possible, and we are very sure. Second example, please, Carlos.
Yeah. Bruno has a plan. He might be serious.
Okay, because he has a plan, then we don't know. It's possible that he goes through with the plan. So 50-50 with might. And the last one, please, Fatih.
Yes, teacher. Guy doesn't want to listen. He could be angry.
Okay, that was the last one. Yes, so it's a possibility. Thank you. We have one more. Oswald. Bruno.
Bruno talks
Ah,
about Miriam. He must know her.
Yes, if Bruno talks to Miriam, then it's very likely that they know each other. So for the rules, number one, Oscar, please.
Use might when you think something is very likely, based on present evidence.
We say based, Oscar, but when we have evidence, then we are probably very sure about something. Right, Oscar?
Right.
When we have evidence, we are very sure. We are 90% sure of something because of the evidence. So what is the correct answer?
No.
Is it can't, might, must, or could?
Must.
Yes. We use must when we think that something is very likely because we have evidence. It's very, very likely. Es muy,
Okay.
es casi seguro. Yes.
Mhm.
Second rule, please. Max, what do you think? Oh, Max is not here. What happened with Max? Second rule, please. Again, Adair.
Yes, sure. Use can't when you think of something is very unlikely, based on the present evidence.
So can't, yes. When we are very sure that something is not possible. And the last one, the third rule, Carlos.
Yeah. Yes. Use can, might, or could when you are not certain about something.
We just don't know. We guess. So might, may, or
may.
could when we are not certain about something. All right. Let's do the exercise. Exercise 2 says, complete the sentences with the correct modal verbs. Then decide who could say each one. Is it something that Guy said or Bruno said? Let's do the first one as an example, please. I know I've seen you before. You can't be the tennis player or you must be the tennis player. Because the person says, I know, he sounds like he's very sure. What is the correct answer, please? What is
Must.
must? I know I've seen you before. You must be that tennis player. That's correct. Please take 1 minute to finish the rest of the exercises. Choose between the options with the correct model. Finished?
Yes.
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 Let's start number 2, please, with Oscar.
Okay. Listen to this. You might be interested.
Yes, might is correct. Yes. We don't know. So it's 50-50. You might be, you might not be interested. That's how you say it, Oscar. Interested.
Interested. Okay.
Yes. The stress is on the first syllable. Thank you. Number 3, please, Oswald.
You have lots of detective novels. You must like murder histories.
Yes. This is pronounced stories. Oswald, stories.
Stories.
And you gave the right answer. Yes, must. All right. Okay. Yes, Oscar. Number 3, please, Patty. Number 4.
Yes, teacher. What do you mean? You can be serious?
We cannot believe it, right? What do you mean? You can't be serious. Correct. We are confused, right? And we are sure that the person is joking. Number 5, please, Carlos.
Number 5?
Yes, please.
It's quite a good plan. It must work. No, it could work.
Yes, it could work. It's a good plan, but we don't have the evidence to say that it must work. It's a good plan, but we are not certain. No estamos bien seguros.
Yes.
It could work. No evidence. Number 6, please. Adair.
Yes. I think you wanted to meet me on the train. This can be an accident meeting.
Yes, this person is sure about something. I think you wanted to meet me on the train. This can't be. It's not possible that this is accidental. Like this is destiny or this is your plan. And that's it. This is just to continue with the story. But a part of the homework that I have is that I need to assign you to do, this is going to be your homework. And it's going to be blog. Do you know what a blog is?
A blog?
Blog? Yes.
Blog? Yes?
Yes.
Do you have a blog?
No.
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 Right. Well, here's the thing. There is a website, it's called Wix. Are you familiar with Wix?
Yes.
All right. The instruction, it's a little simple. It's not very simple, but it's simple. To open a new blog account. I'll send you the instructions to see if you can do it like that. Okay. If it's absolutely impossible or you don't have time to do it, because maybe it takes like 30 minutes just to open the account, 30 minutes or less, then we can find a different solution. But it would be great if you could do this homework in a blog. Okay?
Okay.
Let me explain the task. Are you familiar with Pablo Escobar?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. You know that he is a criminal?
Yes.
And
Yes.
you know that he's let's see, hold on.
Drug dealer.
He's a murderer. Yes, he's a killer. He's a criminal. He is an infamous. Pablo Escobar is an infamous person. Infamous means to be famous for something bad. This person committed crime, so he's famous for doing something really bad. Okay, let me just finish. We have 10 minutes. Because this person is infamous, we know that he is in jail now. The question for you is, how do you think his life is now? How do you think his life is now? And then let's use models. He must be, what do you think? Pablo Escobar is in jail now. He must be what? Do you
Must
think?
be rich.
He must be rich. Well, he doesn't have access to his money, but yes, he must be rich. Are you 90% sure that he is rich, or are you 100% sure that he is rich?
No, 90% that he's rich.
All right, he must be rich. Let's say that. What about he might? He is in jail right now. So imagine his life. He might what? Guess something about his life. Do you think he has a computer? Do you think he's comfortable? Do you think he's happy?
He might be comfortable.
Yes, he has a lot of connections, right? And you probably seen in the news that some rich people have TVs, have jacuzzis in their cells. So he might be comfortable. We don't know. There is a possibility. One for negative, he can't.
He can't live out of their house.
Again, please.
Live out of their house.
He can't leave out of his house.
Or his country.
Well, in this case, if you say can't leave, it sounds more like a possibility. No, we're not talking about possibility. Think about something that is not possible, he is. Let's say he can't be allowed to leave jail. He's in jail now. Is that right? ¿Está en la cárcel todavía o ya salió?
He's already dead.
Escobar is dead?
Mm-hmm.
No way.
Yes.
What is there is a criminal. Okay, I'm confused then. There is a criminal that went to jail recently?
Chapo Guzman.
Chapo, that's what I'm thinking.
Ah,
I write it here.
Pablo Escobar was a Colombian drug dealer.
That's right. I'm sorry. Chapo is Mexican. I was
Yeah.
thinking of
Mm,
Chapo, and then I said Escobar. My bad. Anyway, so now you know where I get. He must be rich. We don't know. Yes, it's we are very sure. He might be comfortable in jail, and he can't be allowed to leave jail. No es posible que él pueda salir de la cárcel. Is that clear?
Okay.
mhm.
All right, all right. Okay, now we're talking about Chapo. I'm talking about Chapo. Now let me talk about his life. How do you think his life was in the past? How do you think his life was in the past? Now, to talk about the past, we change a little bit the grammar. In this case, we have to use subject plus modal plus have past participle verb. We're talking about Chapo, not Escobar, Chapo. And we want to say things about his life in the past. So to talk about his life in the past, we have to use the modal plus have plus past participle verb. Let me give you the first one as an example. He must have had a lot of,
Money.
let's say, a lot of houses. So what is different now? I'm using have and the past participle form of the verb. He must have had a lot of houses. And with this, it's the same. I am 90% sure that he had a lot of houses. Now, let's think of one more, please, for 50-50.
He might or he can.
He might, let's say he might. He might have a verb in past participle. Something that we don't know, that we are guessing.
Okay, he might have given money to poor
people.
Okay, to the poor, we can say, to the poor. Maybe, yes. I think there is some people say that, but we don't know for sure. No estamos 100% seguros. We're not sure. One that is just not possible. He can't have, what do you think? Something that is not possible.
He can have
a normal life
or clean money.
We need a verb in past participle. He can have had a perfect life. I'm sorry, a what? A normal.
A normal life.
So what are we saying in the last sentence? Él no pudo haber tenido una vida normal. Pero no estamos hablando de posibilidad, estamos hablando de opinión, de we think. So we say we are 90% sure that he didn't have a normal life. And that is your task, please. So I will send you the instructions to open a blog, but you need to write just 2 paragraphs. 2 paragraphs is okay. You can write more, but you need to write about his life in the past, talking about when he was before he was in jail, and then think about his life now that he is in jail. So you have to use the two grammar. The grammar from the present, which is just modal plus the verb be or modal plus adjective. And you have to use it in past too, which is modal plus have and the past participle verb. Is that clear?
For homework?
This is going to be for homework, yes. You have 1 week to do it. You can do it in your notebook, but the important part is to put it online. Try to put it online in a blog. I will send you the instructions when we finish class, or maybe tomorrow, and so that you know exactly how to open the blog. But that is your instruction, okay?
About the person, Chapo?
About, no, about any criminal, an infamous person.
Okay.
Okay.
Una persona famosa por hacer algún crimen.
Okay.
Any person is okay. All right?
Okay.
Yes, sure.
Y debo, la info es ¿qué pienso que sería de su vida ahora y cómo fue en el pasado?
¿Y cómo piensas que fue en el pasado? Yes. Okay?
Okay.
All right, I'll send you the instructions. I think this afternoon I'll send them to you. All right, let me close the session. But please return. We almost finished.
Okay.
Yes.